Hello, Prosperivarians. The best school has come to stay in the city of Calabar. It is called Beryl International School. Take advantage of this opportunity now.
Tell me the best school, Beryl is the best. Tell me the best school.
Salut mes bons élèves de l'école internationale Beryl. Bienvenue. Aujourd'hui, nous avons une nouvelle leçon pour cette semaine. Good day, my good students of Beryl International School. Today we have a new lesson, a very interesting one on the board. I hope you have been staying safe. Welcome to the new lesson. The topic for today is Qu'est-ce que tu as fait pendant les vacances? Qu'est-ce que tu as fait pendant les vacances? Okay, that topic simply means what did you do during the holidays? What did you do during the holidays? So today we are going to be looking at some things, and we'll continue in our next lesson. Continue the same lesson in our next week. This lesson will be continued next week. Now, we're going to be looking at how to give positive or negative replies to questions. How to give positive or negative replies to questions. We're also going to be looking at asking questions about where you live. How to ask questions about where you live. And then we look also at asking questions about when and how long, and how to give replies to those questions. Then in the next class, we'll be talking on what you did, or let's take another person's holidays. For example, how to talk about what you did during the holidays. We'll be looking at a dialogue in full concerning today's topic. Qu'est-ce que tu as fait pendant les vacances? What did you do during the holidays? All right. So, quickly, we're going to be looking at the first one, giving positive or negative replies to questions. Giving positive or negative replies to questions. Now, the question here is, vous avez passé de bonnes vacances? Okay, since we are talking about holidays, you'll be asked questions. You have to answer some questions. Now, we're going to use this question. Vous avez passé de bonnes vacances. Vous avez passé de bonnes vacances. Vous avez passé de bonnes. That's like somebody asking you if you had a good holidays, if you spent your holidays well. Like another way say, how was your holidays? I think that is common here. Vous avez passé de bonnes vacances. Did you have a good holidays? That's how the question goes. Right, how do you give answers to this question? Vous avez passé de bonnes vacances. So before we go into that, I would like you to ask this question after me. Say this sentence after me. Vous avez passé de bonnes vacances. Say it after me, looking at the board. Vous avez, and you know that this S is in between vowels. You know the normal rule. It becomes like Z sound, and then you link the Z sound straight to this A sound. Vous avez passé de bonnes vacances. Okay, how do you respond to these questions? How do you give answers to these questions? First, you can say oui, and you know oui means yes. Oui, excellent. Yes, excellent. Did you have a good holidays? Did you spend your holidays well? And one might say yes, excellent. That's the meaning of the first answer. Oui, excellent. And one might say yes, me also. Another person might say moi, non, je ne suis pas parti. Okay, so this is oui, excellent. That means yes, excellent. This is oui, moi aussi. As yes, me also. We also have here moi, non, and you know that moi is me, non is no. Non here is no. So, moi, non, je ne suis pas parti. Je ne suis pas parti here means I did not leave. That means the last person here did not go on any holidays. So that is non. So when you see oui, you know it's a positive reply, and when you see non, you know it's a negative reply. So you see, moi, non, je ne suis pas parti. Me, no, I did not leave. Okay. Another question yet on the board. Vous êtes. So you see how I'm pronouncing this. Vous êtes, vous avez. This is vous êtes. Vous êtes allé à la plage. Vous êtes allé à la plage. You went to the beach. That's another question. You went to the beach. And the first person might say moi. No. That's a negative response. Negative reply. Moi, non. And another might say moi non plus. That's like saying me neither. That means the first two people didn't go. Me neither. And here is moi si. Moi si is another way of saying yes. Moi si. Okay. Asking questions, that's number 2 now. Asking questions about where you live. Asking questions about where you live. And giving replies. How do you ask somebody where he or she lives? Vous habitez où? That's the first one. Vous habitez où? In case you hear somebody say tu habites où, you know that the person is using tu instead of vous. Or you can hear où habites-tu or tu habites où. Où habites-tu or tu habites où is the same thing, just the alternation of this où and the tu, which is supposed to be here, or this où and the vous. Okay, où habite, vous habite où here means where do you live. Remember, we are talking about how to ask questions where you live, asking questions about where you live. So you simply say vous habite où. Vous habite où here means where do you live? Where do you live? Okay, someone might say moi. This is the J and apostrophe because this H is mute, it's silent. So you replace it, you delete the first A and replace it with an apostrophe, then you take in the habit. That's the same thing goes for a word that starts with a vowel. So it's a vowel or a mute H. So that's when you have J apostrophe for jo. So it's not je habite, it's j'habite. So moi j'habite à Lagos. Moi j'habite à Lagos. This accent there. Okay, now this answer has gotten a reply. Vous habitez où? Moi j'habite à Lagos. Another person might say j'habite à Calabar, depending on where you stay. J'habite à Enugu, j'habite à Kano. So where you live, response is j'habite à. Okay, vous habitez où? Oh, vous habitez où? Sorry, vous habitez où? Is two, that is tu habites où. For vous is vous habitez où. Now, and when the person has answered moi j'habite à Calabar, moi j'habite à Enugu, moi j'habite à Kano, moi j'habite à Lagos, moi j'habite à Abuja, well, the person might want to know where you also live. So the person might say et toi. Et toi means and you, then you have to say moi j'habite ici. If that's where you live, that city where you live, you can say moi j'habite ici en ville, here in the town or here in the city. Me, I live here in the city or I live here in town. That is moi j'habite ici en ville. Ville here is city or town. Okay, if that is not where you live, you will also have to say j'habite à and mention that place, that location, the name of where you live. J'habite à Nsukka, j'habite à Kano, j'habite à Sokoto, and so on. But if that's where you live, you can simply say j'habite ici. Okay, that is it about asking questions about where you live. Remember, asking questions is vous habitez où or tu habites où. And you know when to use où, tu, and vous. So this takes us to the next one, which is asking questions about when and how long and giving replies. Asking questions about when and how long and giving replies. So the first one we look at is tu est parti quand. So this is the when. Quand. That's how I'm pronouncing it. That's like quand. Then that's the last sound M. So that's like quand. So tu es parti quand. When did you leave? Leave. That's the one I mean, not this. Okay. Tu es parti quand. When did you leave? There was a topic we did about how to say something in the month of the year, the days of the week, and so on. I mentioned this en. That's like saying en. If it is January, you say en janvier. Any month of the year, you put en, en. You put en first before you mention the month of the year. So that's about when. So once you hear quand, which is here, quand is talking about when. So tu es parti quand. You might say on juillet. Juillet, you know, is July. And then we might say on août. Août is August. September. Don't always forget the en. You might say au mois de juillet, in the month of au mois de juillet. That's the next one. That's how to give responses to this question concerning when, which is quand. So you might say au mois de juillet, and au mois de juillet is like saying in the month of July. If you don't want to say in July, you can say in the month of July. So en juillet, which is the first one, is in July, and au mois de juillet is in the month of July. Okay, the last one here, but not the least, and not all about giving responses to questions like this. You might say pendant les vacances, that's during the holidays. So pendant les vacances is during the holidays. So you might say en juillet or au mois de juillet. And don't forget, it must not always be July. It might be another month of the year. When did you leave? It might be any month of the year. So if you want to say en juillet, en août, en mai, you just don't forget the en. Au mois de, that's in the month of. You mentioned the month. So you have here pendant les vacances. That's during the holidays. Alright, another question is tu es parti combien de temps? That's like saying how long have you left? How long? Like saying you've gone already. No, now combien de temps is now talking about that when and how long. This is when and this is how long. Combien de temps? For how long have you left? Je suis parti pendant 3 semaines. 3 semaines here is 3 weeks. For 3 weeks. You've left for 3 weeks. Or if you don't want to say je suis parti pendant 3 semaines, you say je suis parti 3 semaines. You know, we in English speakers, especially here, we are fond of just giving straight answers. How long have you left? 3 weeks. So it's better you answer your questions. Well, I've left for 3 weeks, or I left 3 weeks ago. So you say je suis parti pendant 3 semaines. It must not be 3 weeks. It might be 1 week, days, 3 jours, and so on. So having looked at the previous topics that might lead us to understanding this better, we will have to call it a day. And next time we'll continue from this lesson, and you'll see more about how to talk about what you did during the holidays, which is still a topic. Qu'est-ce que tu as fait pendant les vacances? Qu'est-ce que tu as fait pendant les vacances? So until then, you have to say au revoir à tous.